With the Olympic Games getting started this weekend, let's look at the men's favorites to win Olympic medals at this year's Summer Games. What's up, everybody? It's John Eric Poli, and as you guys know, this year's 2024 Summer Olympics being held in Paris. So for tennis, this event will be held at Roland Garros, the site of the French Open. So with this tournament getting started on July 27th, let's look at who are the favorites to win the Olympic medals this year. In this video, since we're looking at the men's side of things, let's get started with the guy that's probably the favorite to win Olympic gold, and that is Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz just winning the French Open a few months, or about a month or so ago, then a few weeks ago, wins Wimbledon. Alcaraz, red hot right now, definitely the favorite. But the one thing with Alcaraz, a lot of tennis being played recently. That French Open run, that Wimbledon run, now coming up to this year's Olympics, where he's also been playing doubles with Rafa Nadal. A lot on the body there for Carlos Alcaraz. I know he's a young stud, he's a young phenom, but still, a lot of tennis being played there for Carlos Alcaraz. And guys, really quickly before we move along to the next person, just want to talk about Jannik Sinner here, the world number one, a guy that had a good clay season, a guy that lost in 5 sets to Carlos Alcaraz at Roland Garros. As you guys saw, Sinner is going to have to miss this year's Olympic Games. He had to pull out last minute. Very upsetting to see. Wishing Sinner a speedy recovery, and hopefully we'll see him back sooner than later. Now, the next guy I want to talk about on this list won Olympic gold the last time the Olympics were held in 2020, technically 2021 because of the COVID year, but you guys know what I mean. That's Alexander Zverev. Zverev, of course, representing Germany. I know Zverev, there's a lot of questions about his character and what have you, but you cannot deny that the guy is one hell of a tennis player and that he's having one hell of a year here in 2024. I know that knee is a little banged up. He got injured at Wimbledon against Taylor Fritz there, but he has played some matches. Let's see if that knee holds up. What he could do here, being the fact that he's won an Olympic gold medal, and the fact that we've seen him out of a very good clay season. First off, he's a hell of a clay court player, but then this year on clay wins the Italian Open, then comes in second at the French Open, going 5 sets with Carlos Alcaraz there. I think Zverev absolutely right in the mix of things. You could even make a very good case that he could win a second straight Olympic gold. Now, this next guy, he's on the list because we're on the clay courts, and this guy has been red hot the last few years at Roland Garros, and that, of course, is Casper Ruud. Ruud, who is Norway's only entry in tennis, is a guy that, like I said, very good at the French Open, 2-time finalist, this year made the semifinals. So the fact that we've seen him time and time again at Roland Garros go very far in the tournaments, you have to expect that he is absolutely be right in the mix of things for an Olympic medal here for his home country of Norway. Now, the last guy on this list is a guy where if I didn't put him on this list, I'm going to get shit for it. But then if I put him on this list, I'm also going to get shit for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put him on the list. And quite frankly, given everything he's accomplished in his career, he deserves to be on this list. And that is from the country of Serbia, Novak Djokovic. Listen, we know what the guy's accomplished, right? 24-time major champion, won at the French Open, 3 occasions. The guy's one of the greatest, if not the greatest player of all time. So he absolutely deserves to be on this list. Now, we know the story here with Novak, and I've said it time again on this channel. Very bad 2024. Now, he has some momentum. He just made a Wimbledon final, losing straight sets to Carlos Alcaraz, but that road to get there was pretty easy, in all honesty. As a matter of fact, he made that run to the Wimbledon final without beating anybody in the top 10. As a matter of fact, in 2024 this year, hasn't beaten anybody in the top 10. So Novak Djokovic definitely in the mix of things to get a medal for sure, but he's going to have a very good draw here, in my opinion, if he wants to get an Olympic medal. But here's a Novak Djokovic fact, right? Everything that he's accomplished in the sport of tennis, never won Olympic gold. He's a bronze medalist in 2008, but that's it for Novak Djokovic in terms of Olympic medals there in the singles tournament. So let's see if Djokovic could track down his first Olympic gold. So that is the list of the favorites on the men's side of things here for this year's French Open. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought of it. If you guys have anybody else in the favorites, I also have contenders and long shots videos that I've posted already. And then just to give you guys the heads up too, for the later part of this week, tomorrow I will have a list of women's favorites. And then over the weekend, I'll be coming out with my predictions for this year's Olympic Games.